He has been in China for 1 year and a half. During this time, his steps have almost scattered in every major city in China. He shows a very good understanding of China's development of industry, culture, education, and etc.
大家好, hello to everyone.
It's very nice to see you again in Beijing. And during your various visits in Gansu, I remembered you experienced TCM therapies at Gansu University of Chinese Medicine, right?
I had an incredible opportunity to experience Tuina and cupping therapy at the Gansu University of Traditional Chinese Medicine. So the treatment focused on my back and shoulders, which are areas which are often tense due to my long working hours and travels. And I can say that the results were amazing. Immediately I felt relief, I felt better circulation and overall relaxation. And I fully understand how effective and natural these treatments are. So now I'm a very strong promoter and I'm a believer in the power of traditional Chinese medicine.
But I'm kind of curious that, do you feel scared or terrified the first time when you see punctuation or the cupping treatment?
Not really, because I have heard about benefits of traditional Chinese medicine. So I always, in fact, wanted to give a try. My first experience with some methods of traditional Chinese medicine were here in Beijing, but not cupping and not acupuncture and similar. When I arrived here, I had some troubles with sleeping, and I went to ask for advice, Beijing Institute of Traditional Chinese Medicine, and they put something in my ears and they gave me some herbs which helped me a lot to sleep better.
Gansu University of Traditional Chinese Medicine is not the only school you visited. I read about that you also visited the Northwest Normal University. Do you think there will be some specific academic disciplines that will undertake or has already taken the collaborations between Gansu's University and Bosnia and Herzegovina's universities?
Thank you very much for that question. My background is in academic area because I'm originally a university professor and I always like to talk about these topics. I would say that our cooperation with the Gansu universities is steadily growing and covers multiple areas. So far, we have signed cooperation agreement with Northwest Normal University and Gansu University of Traditional Chinese Medicine. But we are still in the process of negotiation with the Lanzhou University, which is one of the best universities in China, with the Gansu Agricultural University, and I hope that in coming months we will sign a cooperation agreement. Traditional Chinese medicine is another field which has been recognized as a prominent one. We signed cooperation agreement with the Gansu University of Traditional Medicine. At the moment, universities, they are working together to set up a subject on traditional Chinese medicine in Bosnia and Herzegovina, which would be introduced to our students very soon at the faculties of medicine. There is also ongoing cooperation beside that one between our hospitals, as there is idea to establish a traditional Chinese medicine hospital in one part of already existing hospital. Why that hospital? Because that hospital has been constructed by Chinese companies. So that would be perfect match, a hospital which was constructed by Chinese companies, and then we introduced traditional Chinese medicine as a stronger bond between our two nations.
The treatment of TCM will be promoted. But does the locals actually accept this totally new concept of treatment?
So I would say that our people are quite curious and they will be very ready to try something new, especially something coming from China, something which has history of around 5,000 years, as China is very well known as ancient civilization, which has managed to safeguard its culture and identities for many centuries, despite many challenges and difficulties. So traditional Chinese medicine, in fact, has a very long tradition. And if something has such long tradition, of course, many times is already approved that traditional Chinese medicine is helping people. So I'm sure that it will be very well accepted, especially taking into consideration that our people like to live in harmony with the nature.
So I can tell from our talking, you've had lots of collaborations in many fields with Gansu. Are there anything else you're looking for this year?
For this year we have so many plans because this year is a very special year. We mark a very special milestone, 30 years of establishing the diplomatic relations between Bosnia, Herzegovina and China. So this year we are trying to have many different activities. With the Gansu province, we expect some exchange visits. We expect some of our representatives to visit Gansu province, especially during very important events. And vice versa, we expect some higher level delegations from Gansu to visit my country. In particular, as we have signed 3 sister city agreements between Trebinje, Dunhuang, between Lanzhou and my home city Sarajevo, and also between Tianjin and Laktashi city, we expect that mayors and representatives of these cities will visit each other to discuss about further cooperation.
So together we can shine in the world.
That is right. Together we can do a lot. Hand in hand, we can push forward for a brighter future of our people.
Yes, exactly. And by the way, I can tell you will be super busy this year with all that, plans.
I'm very ready for all future activities.